Today we're going to be talking about one of the classics, which is a 90-90 position. A lot of people love this for hip mobility. I think it's a good generalist drill for hip mobility, and it's really good in a warm-up. But if you have more restrictions in your hip mobility, I would recommend more specific things like a clamshell or an internal rotation drill. But if you've already got pretty decent hip mobility, this is a great way to say hi to your hips and your rotational skills before doing heavier things like squats or other single leg activities. So it is so named because you form a 90 degree position. You're taking this front leg, bending that knee to 90 degrees. You're taking this rear leg, bending it to 90 degrees. And the two of them together form this 90 degree block. The way that I usually get people into this, start in a frog position, drop one knee to the side, and you're here. And you'll notice if you have more limited hip internal rotation, you're more likely to turn your hips really far forward, but you can actually sit back into it if you've got a little bit more functional internal rotation. I've got some, but if you get some pinchies here, just bring your hip a little more forward, like you're pointing finger guns to the side. You can lean forward for extra spice here, which you can also use hand support. And I particularly love this forward lean for getting into the hip rotators. You can also play with the direction that you lean, further to the side or more towards your foot. Say hi to both of those. And then you're gonna lift this rear knee, keeping your knees as far apart as possible. Once you sort of hit your limit, you're then gonna bring this other knee around and ta-da, you're at the other end of the 90. Again, check in on where your hip rotation is. If you can sit back and get more of that internal rotation on this rear hip, fantastic. And then again, lean forward, say hi. And you kind of want to go through slowly, check in and see about like where's your hip mobility. If it's a little sticky, pop and say hi there.